Welcome back to the Fireball Mullet channel. I'm Stan Kennedy. Today we're going to talk about one of the biggest projects I've taken on since swapping in the LS3. Yeah, that's right. A couple videos I've kind of alluded to. It's definitely no secret, but I figured I want to do sort of a dedicated video to my plan for putting on an LSA Blower on the LS3. That's going to be today's video, and I'm pretty excited about it. You know, the car runs great as it is, and I hate to even touch it, but I ended up getting a pretty good deal on the front accessory bracket, adapt the existing fbody accessories to the ZL1 crank pulley. It was always in the plan, but I didn't really expect to do it so fast. But this is going to take some time because, you know, there's still some other things that I need to really do to the car. What I really want to do is keep the car running and do basically different phases with it. So I think there'll probably be 3 or 4 phases with this. So the first phase I've actually already completed. That phase is the front accessories on the car. One of the things that I really didn't want to do was change up all the accessories, and I've just got it all super nice in terms of swapping out to the truck accessories to be able to run this, or go with an aftermarket accessory kit. So my buddy Jake was actually selling his set. Really cool. So you actually get to use and keep your front F-body spacing accessories. And what the brackets do is it pushes it out, and you basically get a ZL1 crank balancer, and they come with the pulleys for 8 ribs. So one of the reservations I had about the 6 pulley stuff, the 6 rib pulleys, is maybe you get some kind of slippage, and I felt really good about this kit being an 8 rib kit. You know, it's all one belt, so there isn't a dedicated blower belt for it. So being an 8 rib kit, and I really love the Dirty Dingo set where, you know, it has adjustability where you could actually wrap the belt really well. So I think this is going to work out pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and put an underdrive pulley on it and just up the boost on it while I'm at it. We'll go ahead and let's take a look at those front accessories here while I got you guys here, and I'll kind of give you an overview of what I had to do. I had to make some changes because they're built for the LSA Blower. So there's a couple things I had to do, and that's hot rod. Let's go ahead and take a look at those accessories.
the bracket, and I said screw it, let's just put something sexy on it. Alright guys, well that's pretty much the video. So 3 phases for the most part before we get to the final, and let me just recap those phases. First phase is done, that's the front accessories. I didn't have to buy new accessories, and that was the key. I got to use my F-body accessories, so that was cool. So the second phase is going to be the fuel system, and my plan is to run the upgraded fuel systems with the LS3, right? So my current system currently utilizes the 4th gen tank, and I went ahead and leveraged the regulator that's inside the tank already. So I didn't do the vet filter like most of the guys do. My system is really all 4th gen all the way to the T block, and then my 3rd gen fuel line, the stock feed line, runs up to the engine bay, and then I have a braided line that quick disconnects that to the rail. That'll have to change because I need to take the intake regulator out. I need to move it and put a boost reference regulator in the engine bay near the rail. So I need to move the regulator up front, and that means I just need to basically put a return line coming back to the tank. So no big deal there. So I need to buy an upgraded fuel pump, which will probably be the 525 Hellcat pump. I already have the Racetronics hot wire kit, so it's got plenty of power to the pump, right? Through a relay system going straight to the alternator. And the 3rd phase, and I plan to keep this basically while the LS3 is running as well without the LSA blower, is the whole heat exchanger kit. So I'm going to go ahead, put a larger heat exchanger on it, probably from Avco. I'm going to do an upgrade on the reservoir, something that I can put ice in the tank, but probably do at least 2-3 gallon that. I might even put that in the back where the hatch is. And basically I want to put all that together and have the pump running through the heat exchanger, through the tank, and have it kind of self-enclosed without the blower, of course. And so that way when I get the blower, that'll be the 4th stage, put the blower on, hook the hoses up to it from the pump and the return line, and it should be like a weekend job, right? So that's the whole thing with this car. I just love driving it, as you could tell, and I just want to keep it running while I kind of go through this process. So you won't see a lot of videos of this on a weekly basis. Basically, when I get a phase together, I'm going to install it and then I'll do a video on it. So guys, hit the subscribe, let the internet masters of the universe know that you find this a little interesting, and that'll help some of the other 3rd gen folks out there, as we build this community together. But I'm curious if you guys have put an LSA on yours. Let me know how that's going and maybe some tips and tricks on yours. I've been following a couple of the other big YouTube channels. Obviously LSX Matt, I probably wore that playlist out that he has there. So super cool when guys make videos and they kind of vlog or document how they've done it and some of the pitfalls, right? I mean, he's going through a couple things now, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. That'll save me a little bit of rework there, and that's why I do these, because over time, it's going to save you guys time and maybe even money. But that's the name of the game and how to run it. So, thanks, guys. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time on the channel.